All right, boys, it's that time. It's finally the day. It's time to see who is the future stars in the NFL. So this is my final mock draft. You guys can pause and look at it. But I'm going to go over, the picks that might be controversial. This is and that. See, with PFF, you have to pay $25 to $100 to be able to trade. Nah. Alright, let's get into it. I do think the Commanders take Drake May. Dude, I'm telling you, it's just... There's too many goods. He performed on a bad North Carolina team and made that team look so much better than what they were. I think the first four will be correct because I'm shooting to get at least 5 to 7 of these correct. I think number 1 is correct 100%. I do think the Cardinals take Marvin Harrison too as well. Just like I think Joe Alt goes to the Titans. I also think, honestly, if there's no trades into the top 7, I think this top 7 is set in stone. Because no matter where the Chargers are on the board, they're going wide receiver. And if Malik Neighbors off the board, the Giants will have no problem taking Rome Odunze. And then Joe Alt falls right to the Titans. And then Dallas Turner goes literally at 8 to the Falcons. So then in this instant, the Vikings don't even have to move up. JJ falls right in their lap or whatever quarterback. People aren't talking about how good Cooper DeJean is. This is a guy that can play boundary, he can play slot, he can play safety. The Broncos need all of that, considering that I don't know their number 2 corner, but besides Patrick Surtain, who else is in that secondary? Cooper DeJean can play every position in the secondary, and they just cut Justin Simmons, who is still a free agent, by the way, if I remember correctly. And with the Raiders, I just can't see a world where a quarterback that'll probably be 24 when he starts his rookie year being pick 13. I can't see it, man. I can't. I refuse. The Saints keep their guy Nola Brian Thomas Jr., who I definitely think is a first round pick. I think people are underestimating how bad the Colts also need a number 1 corner. Their best corner is, what's his name? Oh my God, Kenny Moore. Layatu Latu stays on the West Coast. People aren't talking about how many starters the Seahawks lost in the offseason. A lot of people. Quinton Mitchell off the board. Jack still go. Terrion Arnold, not that big of a drop-off. Quinion just has a little bit more production. Bengals go tackle. The Bengals have needed a tackle. Still do. Even with Orlando Brown, still need another tackle. The Rams also badly need a corner, so they take Nate Wiggins. Even if they don't like him, there's plenty more down the board if they miss with this one. Olu Fashanu is how you say it. He's going at 20 to the Steelers. It's crazy that even 4 or 5 months ago, Olu Fashanu was literally up here, in the top 5. And he was literally, predicted to go to the Commanders at 3 when they had the 3rd pick. Jerzon Newton. Bro, people say I look like him. I don't look like him, bro. But Jerzon Newton's your Christian Wilkins replacement, even though you can't replace one of the best interior defensive linemen in the NFL. Same thing goes for the Eagles here with Jared Verse. Oh my Lord, what's that guy's name? Hassan Reddick leaving, you leave a little bit of a gap there that I'm sure Howard Roseman, you know how he loves to draft his athletes and just figure it out later. Also, don't forget they took Nolan Smith last year, so he'll definitely have a bigger role with Hassan gone. The Vikings not having to move up, they get their number 1 corner in Kool-Aid McKinstry because I don't even know who the boundary corners are from Minnesota. Then we see a little bit of a run on offensive linemen, Troy Fatanu, Amarius Mims, and I think people are sleeping on Jackson Powers Johnson getting into the first round. And this was probably my favorite pick for him. You guys got to remember, Ryan Jensen retired, he retired. It was for medical reasons, but Jackson Powers Johnson could literally slide in and play center day 1 for the Bucs. Plus, he'll be coming from an offense that runs a lot of shotgun, so it really won't be that much of a difference for him in the NFL. Especially going to a team like the Bucs that they run a decent amount of under center, but they run a lot of, snapback offense. Snapback. You know what I mean. TJ Tampa to the Cardinals, a big lengthy corner. Arizona needs that. Adonai Mitchell goes to the Bills. Curtis Samuel and Khalil Shakir are the Bills wide receivers at the moment. I would be surprised to see them not go wide receiver. It could also be Keon Coleman could also go there. 29 and 30, the 2 edge rushers for Penn State, I can see them flipping. I can see Chop going and then Isaac going. But then the 49ers take another tackle, J.C. Latham at the bottom. And then the best slot receiver in the draft, Ladd McConkey, goes to the Chiefs at number 32. But that's my official. I think if there's no trades, which there always is, But if there's no trades, this is my final mock draft.